Hey everybody, I wanted to do my review for Theater Camp, the movie that just came out. It was at Sundance back in January, and I remember seeing some funny reviews back when Infinity Pool came out, all the way back in January, and people were saying, this is a nice, light watch after Infinity Pool. And I was always wondering, I wonder what this movie's going to be, and now it's officially out. It had the unfortunate release date of coming out right after Oppenheimer and Barbie, and even a movie like Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible 7 is still doing pretty bad because of Barbie and Oppenheimer. I have never seen a movie like that. I mean, Oppenheimer, I'm going to be very honest really quick, it's crazy. I went to see Theater Camp yesterday, and then I went into the first 5 minutes of Barbie just to see. It's very enjoyable. And then I went to the first 5 minutes of Oppenheimer, which is playing in the next theater. It is sold out. Crazy that an R-rated biopic is selling out like IMAX seats. That's insane. Come Christopher Nolan W. But I'm here to talk about Theater Camp. But I want to talk about what makes this movie good. This movie was a collaboration directed by multiple people. It stars Ben Platt. It stars Ayo Edebiri. And it stars lots of others as a group of counselors working at a theater camp. This movie is very similar to Waiting for Guffman. It reminded me a lot of the Christopher Guest mockumentaries that, we got to see so many of those in like the early 2000s. This has that same documentary format. It has that same, the mockumentary format, but also kind of a very sharp sense of humor. It's a very sweet movie. I'll just say, bottom line, I really did enjoy this. These movies to me always feel like they can either go one way or the other. This movie really just went a very good way. Like, I was very happy with the chemistry. I thought all the actors kind of delivered. I thought Ben Platt was great. Molly Gordon, who also directed the movie, along with Nick Lieberman. It had like 4 directors, I believe. And it really was, it only had 2 directors, Molly Gordon and Nick Lieberman, but 4 screenwriters. And it just really, you can tell that a lot of people had their voice heard in this movie. And that's not even like a bad thing. Usually when you say there's a lot of writers, it's kind of like a bad jumble of voices. But this just felt so hectic in a good way. It felt like if you just know theater people, it kind of captures that stereotype, but it's made so lovingly. As someone who's only worked on a couple of school productions, but in the stage crew, being behind the scenes, I also kind of felt parts of this to be relatable, especially when they're like waving the waves. I remember doing that, and just brings back some good memories. It's a very sweet movie. Every character kind of gets their moment to shine. And I kind of like that they cut down drama. I was gonna say, well, they don't give like every single character like the moment where it's like, here's this character's moment, but that's good. Seriously, that's good. Movies way too often have this like over dramatic structure where you're getting to the 3/4 way through the movie and then there's like the big conflict and everything's falling apart. Theater Camp handles this so well that it's coming and it's the 3/4 of the way where things are falling apart, but it's always kind of like building comedy into, so it never really like feels like it takes a moment to be like, ugh, because I hate when movies do that and you're just like sitting in the lull waiting for the we saved the day. Theater Camp is just so like tonally consistent, and throughout its 88-minute runtime, it's very funny. It's very not dramatic, but it just has like a really great sense of emotion. It grasps you, and I enjoyed it. I thought everyone gave it great performances. I thought all the kids were great. I thought the original music they made for this movie was great. I think when you make a mockumentary, you're again riding a line that could be hard to do well. Comedy can be hard to do well, but they really didn't make fun of anyone too much. They kind of paid loving tribute to, if you've ever been in a theater camp, and I loved it. I just thought it was a very rock solid movie. So go see Theater Camp. I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed it more than Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, more than Elemental. Honestly, very weird comparison, but I did feel like it was a little more lean than Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. I know that movie is like, it was better than the fucking Flash, I'll say that. Fucking terrible movie, but Mission Impossible, I'm still like kind of down the line on that. That still is like kind of like an okay Mission Impossible movie. It just feels so long and like stylish, but I like Theater Camp more in a way. So take that and go see it.